So that's the arrangement. Let's have a look at the tab. For the tuning, we're in open A here. So A, E, A, C sharp, and an E. Normally you would have an E on the bottom here on the 6th string, but I've got a D. It just suited what I was trying to do when I was trying to play this solo. So you have to make a couple of little changes if you're going to stick with the E on the bottom. So there's the tuning, open A basically. And we start off with the open octaves on the 3rd and 5th string, and we're in 4/4. So and that's it. One little thing to remember here is when we're playing, we don't want to play this happy little 2nd string here because it's in the wrong key. We're in A minor, so this will give you A major. So maybe just rest your 1st finger there when you're starting it off, so as not to hit the 2nd string by mistake. So there's the introduction. The first verse starts on bar 5, just with a simple note, and the melody starts on bar 7. One thing to note here is we've switched time signatures. We're now in 6/8, counting in 6s. We were in 4/4, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, and now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with a nice little arpeggio on the piano. So we're in 6s. It's sort of a little bit of a different feel there. So bar 7, we come in with the melody. To 3 there, so just sliding from 2 to 3 on the 3rd string. Then we're going to, we're just sort of running up those strings there on bar 9. And then muting all the strings except the 2nd string, which is going to sort of ring out. And then we go back to the 3rd string and slide from 3 to 2 whilst muting the... You see my ring finger here comes back and blocks out that 2nd string. Vibrato there, and then we go back to bar 11, so we're going up to 8 there on bar 12. One thing to note here, so you can actually play that 5th string as well, so if that catches in the slide, that's fine, because these are both the octaves, no problem there. So again, 8, and then it's back to 6. That little figure there at the end there is just a little something that I thought sounded good. So it just goes just on the 1, so pick the string 1 and then just sort of continue on. So we're 8, 6, 4, 3, 4, 3, and then sort of slide down. So that's the verse, and we're into the chorus. The chorus starts here at bar 15, and we're going to be playing behind the slide. And if you haven't tried this before, it's a very cool technique that can reveal some interesting sounds. So we're at bar 8, which is an F chord. The chorus in the song is F, A minor, F, E minor. So we're at F, but it's actually the melody's sort of a G. It starts on G, so it's sort of like an F9 here. If we were without the slide, it would be sort of your F9 in open E, but here it's here. So we rest our slide quite gently on the strings, so when we depress the 2nd string here on the 6th fret, it can come through nicely. So bar 15, and then we go to bar 16, which is the A minor, so it's vibrato there. And then we're back to the slide, so we're sort of trying not to crash the slide down too much. And then a little bit of a slide down there as it goes back to C. You could in fact even go here, because this is your C chord down here on the 3rd fret. And then bar 19, we're again on the slide here, behind the slide. And then up to 10 on the 2nd fret, back to 8, and then back to 10 on the 3rd string. I think in fact I played it here. And that's the chorus, so it's a nice way to introduce yourself to playing behind the slide if you haven't done so before. So, on to the next verse. The 2nd verse starts on bar 24, and just before that there is a little transition coming out of that last chorus, which was where I sort of, this is bar 22, just a sort of a sweep down with the slide, and then some open strings, and a chance to turn up. This is bar 23. So bar 24 we come into the verse, which starts off the same way. Octaves. This is on bar 25 now, so we're just coming 2, 3, plucking out those octaves, and then just a little, what would you call it? A string slide. Going up, just to make it sound interesting, I suppose. But we're coming out of that, and we're going straight to the 3rd string. So I'm sort of muting that with my thumb. You'll be able to see there. And this is bar 26 from 7. There we're going to 10. So 7, 10, 8 to 7, and then it's 5 to 3. So maybe just try that. If you run out of sustain, you can just re-pluck the string. So we're there in bar 28, which is so just one more time. And from there we're going to 29, just pluck out the, here I am on my ring finger and the thumb. I'm going to pluck out the 2nd and 5th string, so it's so again. Sort of as hard as I can, really, just to try and sort of cut through some good attack. And then there's a nice little lick there, which is just muting. See there, the 2nd finger's dropping back on that 2nd string as it plays the 3rd, and then likewise this will come back. So it's just sort of muting those strings out so they can come through. It's a very common slide lick there, so it's worth giving a little bit of practice if it doesn't come first time. And then we're going to be sliding from 6 to 10 on the 2nd string here. Pull off with the slide, hammer on with the slide, which is quite a nice thing to do as well. So again from here, whoop, bit flat. And that takes us into the last chorus. So the last chorus starts on bar 32, and just before that, so if we come out of the last verse, we're sliding down to 8, and then we're going to 8 on the first string, to back to 8 on the third string, and that's all. So it's basically, so if we go up to, and then again, I'm actually muting out any string I'm not playing, if you can just sort of see that right hand arrangement here. So I've got my thumb here for my first finger on the third string, second string is the second finger, and third string, first string is my third finger. So I've sort of got this sort of claw here which is muting out anything I don't play. Otherwise at this volume you do get a bit of noise from other strings, so that's just one consideration. And if we just take it up there from bar 34, we're here. And then just sort of some vibrato there. Bar 36, the same again. Light vibrato. And then we're going to be going up into bar 38, 8 to 10. Sliding to 10 on the second string. And then we're going to be muting the second string as we come off to play that first string on the 10th fret there. So again, and then back to 10. And then I'm muting both the first and second string with my second and third fingers there, if you saw that there. And then we are going to the last part, which starts on bar 41. The ending here starts at bar 41 and is exactly the same as the start, so not too much to see here. We have the same octaves. The only thing to notice would perhaps be the return to 4/4 from 6/8, slightly different feel from the previous bars. So that is that, and I hope it was useful. And if you've watched this far, thanks for joining me. And if you'd like to have a go, please do feel free to download the tabs, which I'll put on my website. I'll also put up the backing track, because I think it makes a lot more sense if you can play along with something. And apart from that, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.